Oh, tidings of comfort and joy. I'll just check that volume level. This is what happens when you're doing it yourself. And you are all things to all people. Alright, we're ready to go. So today's video is a little bit different. You can see me here getting ready to make the video, and I thought I'd give you a bit of behind the scenes, and stay tuned at the end for a Christmas message / rant. Hope you enjoy. Hey everyone, I hope you're doing awesome. It's Christmas time, and so I thought I would do a Christmas song for you and give you a little update about what's been happening, little wrap up of 2023. This is a Christmas carol I've always loved to hear, but I've actually never played it, and I got the chords out and thought, let me give this a crack and see what happens. So I hope you enjoy this little version of God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen. God rest ye merry gentlemen, let nothing you dismay. For Jesus Christ our Savior is born to us this day, to save us all from Satan's power when we had gone astray. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy. God our Heavenly Father, the blessed angel came, and unto certain shepherds brought tidings of the same, and how in Bethlehem was born the Son of God by name. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy. The shepherds at those tidings rejoiced with much in mind, and left their flocks a feeding in tempest, storm, and wind, and went to Bethlehem away to this blessed babe to find. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy. And when in Bethlehem they came, where this infant lay, found him in a manger, where oxen fed on hay, his mother kneeling unto the Lord, she did a pray. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy. To the Lord sing praises, all within this place, and with true love and brotherhood each other now embrace. This holy tide of Christmas, let others doff this face. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy. Alright, I hope you enjoy that little tune, that little Christmas tune. Let's have a little chat about Christmas, hey? Christmas time, hey? It's that time of the year where, like, it can be really difficult for some people, and I just want to say that I'm acknowledging that for you. I don't know what I can do for you, but maybe music can make things a little bit better. And yeah, just know that I know that, like, it's hard sometimes. People experience loss in their life, and this is the season where that kind of is brought up, or maybe you are just in a position where your life is a bit difficult. I'm going to put my aircon back on now because it's getting bloody hot. It will get hot. Yeah, look, there's a couple of things I just wanted to say. One is thank you for your support of my music. I haven't really put out a lot of new music this year, but I've been making a lot of music. I've been writing a lot of songs. I've been working on another album. And everything that you do in music takes more time than you think it's going to take. I'll just say that now. So there's a lot of musos that follow my channel, I guess, other singers, songwriters and stuff. And I'm sure you know that as well. But if you're new to finding out my music, let's have a little fireside chat sort of thing, or air conditioner side chat. And so I started doing this maybe 4 years ago, at the very end of 2018 is probably when I decided I would start writing songs, right? And then 2019, I had recorded a couple of songs in the middle of the year, and I think I put my first song out in the very end of 2019, right? So just before the COVID pandemic, I'd sort of, obviously not knowing that was going to happen. And February 2020, I think, was when I put out the song Time in Your Hands. And that's the one people really responded to a lot. And the other songs that I wrote at that time were not really that style, that electronic style. They were much more folky because it was me playing the guitar. So I kind of crafted enough songs to make an album at that point, but I didn't put those songs out. So I'm going to put some of those songs out this year coming, 2024, and I've got a super surprise for you. So I'm just going to leave it as a surprise. Oops, tap that off the microphone. I'm just going to leave it as a surprise. So there's going to be some mystery there for you to enjoy. So I've got some good stuff coming next year. Like, be prepared for that. Like, I'm definitely been working on some stuff, and that's why I've sort of held off putting anything big out this year. Just, a couple of songs I thought were quite important for the world to hear. So released. What did we release this year? Wake Up. Stay Dangerous. You can kind of get the gist of the music from that. And Flying Away. So the songs about freedom, songs about autonomy, songs about sticking a finger up to the establishment, if that's your thing. But also just doing it, doing things that you need to do in life, no matter what, just doing it. And that's what I want to encourage you, that if I've really got a message for people, it's that you are important. You have something worthwhile to give to the world, and you just have to work your way to finding that. And sometimes you've got to go through a lot of stuff before you get to that worthwhile thing. And finding that worthwhile thing, you have to try a lot of things sometimes. You have to fail a lot of times before you find that thing. But when you find that thing, you'll know, because you'll be like, I'm going to keep doing this because I feel good doing it. Others feel good when I do it. Maybe you can make a living out of doing it. You make money out of doing it, or you can get a job out of doing it. They're all good signs that you're supposed to be doing this thing, whatever that is, right? And or the world supports you in doing that in some way as well. Now, I don't mean that in a woo-woo way of like all your dreams will come true and everything will be right. But it's almost as if, because you're doing that thing, you can handle the adversity, right? Now, I believe in God. I believe in Jesus, the Holy Trinity. I believe in that stuff. And I've always had a good relationship with God, in terms of that's always been part of my life, and I kind of rely on that to help me to know, is this the thing I should be doing, right? Now, even if you don't believe that, or you haven't experienced that for yourself, pretty much that's what that is. It's like this understanding of like, I should be doing this, and it's like a knowing, but you don't know how you got that knowing. Well, I believe that's a God thing, right? So this was just meant to be me singing "God Rest You Merry Gentlemen" as a little Christmas carol for you, but now I've gone on to a little rant, but that's okay. So I'll make this video called Marie's Christmas Rant. But someone needs to hear this, and I try to express these things in my songs so that you can be encouraged and make of it what you will. And if it speaks to you in that way, that's great. And it helps you in some way in your life, I feel like I've done my job. So that's good. I want to say thank you so much for your support of my music. That's where this started with. That's how this started. And
I'm working on stuff for next year. There'll be some releases next year. Definitely an album's going to come out next year. I can definitely say that, barring some kind of other world apocalypse that might stop me from doing that. So I've only been doing this for a little while, right? And when I first started doing this, I thought, man, why couldn't I just pump out a song so regularly? Part of it is I don't do the producing. I can't do that stuff myself. That takes time and then therefore money from somebody else to do that. And that's fine. But then the promotion of the songs, right? And telling people about it and letting people know. You don't just put a song out and everyone just happens to find it. So you're kind of wasting the benefit of that song if you don't do the promotion for it. And find quirky ways and relevant ways and interesting ways to connect with people, and what do people want to hear and how do they want to hear it and all of that stuff. So that's been a really big learning journey for me the last couple of years. And this year I've just been really grateful, that good things have been happening. I'm sure that I'm not alone in this, but 2021 was one of the hardest years of my life, I would say. It was just really tumultuous pandemic wise, in terms of ability to create a livelihood. The other jobs that I do, my other businesses that I do that support me to do the music, because I've spent a lot more money than I've ever gained out of music, and that's probably what everyone has to face. But if that's sort of cut off a bit, or that's lower, or that's hard to get money that way, then if that's affected, then it flows on to my ability to pay for the music and to do the promotion and all that sort of stuff. So real talk, that's kind of what what was happening. And then this year things have been easier and better, right? Definitely better than that. And just facing the stress of the unknown was a big thing for people. And I don't think you can just go about your life as normal now and not forget that was difficult for you, not forget that took a toll on your family. Dealing with, it wasn't the pandemic itself, it was the government response to the pandemic that was the biggest thing that caused the stress for me and for my family and relationships. One of the good things that did for me is it really made you realise who your friends really are, and and those people have become even better friends, right? Even more trusted friends, even solider relationships and better relationships. And I understand that didn't happen for everyone, and some people really, it's ripped people apart in terms of that kind of stuff. And there's still some loss and some hurt that people go through from that now. And I'm bringing that up because Christmas time, right? And this is the time where you see those people that might have been really mean to you around that time, and then they just rock up to Christmas lunch like everything's normal, and you're like, oh, it's not actually normal. And that was really hurtful what you said to me before the last time I saw you last Christmas. So I understand that people might be facing that. And look, that it takes you to be the bigger person in that situation, to just not to let people walk all over you and to let them, you have to deal with that for yourself and work out what you're gonna take and what you're not gonna take. But sometimes the relationship is more important than that one incident, and maybe you can love people through a situation. Not saying let people hurt you and let them treat you badly, but for the sake of keeping families together and things like that, you might choose, is what I'm saying. You might choose to be the bigger person. And you know that you are, and the other person has no idea, and that's what being the bigger person is. That's what it is. You are the bigger person because they can't even see that. They can't see. And what I mean by bigger person, I don't mean more dominant and more powerful in that way, although you probably are. But you are choosing to rise above that circumstance. So maybe someone needed to kind of hear that as part of my Christmas rant. So Christmas is coming and New Year's coming, so I love the idea of the new year because, it's almost like the old is washed away and the new things are coming. So you can kind of get ideas and new things and think about, okay, what do I want to leave behind in 2023, and what am I going to bring into 2024? What am I not going to take in there? And almost like a cathartic thing. And I've had a massive clean out the last week. really tidied things up, throwed out things that I was like, oh, you know what, I've kept this for years, I don't really need this thing, let's put it on Marketplace. Facebook Marketplace is great, isn't it? You can just sell things on there, as long as you don't get too many people that are like, is this available? I'm sure all over the world people have that. That's one thing I would like to leave in 2023. If they could just remove that is this available option, that would be great, because surely if you're selling something, it's available. Like, it's a given that it's available. Because if it's not, you kind of just waste a message at the start saying, is this available? I think we can assume, Facebook, that if you've made a post, it's available. Let's just assume that. Especially when you can see that someone's put that up in the last minute or 2 minutes, that item, and then the next few messages, is this available? Anyway, so I hope you have some time to do whatever you do at this time. Like, if you don't celebrate Christmas, or it's really hard for you, that you can get through it. That might be all that you can do, and that might be good enough. If it's just about getting through, sometimes things are so hard that all you can do is just get through it. And if you can just get through the day and make it through, and then, you get home and you can be like, oh yes, good, I can have my own time now. Maybe binge watch some TV shows, do something fun, don't get too drunk, have a sufficient amount of alcohol, but not so much that you're being detrimental to your body. If you're a sober person, good on you. Keep being a sober person, and that's a valuable thing. And so this time can be hard for people that have those challenges, like with alcohol, with family, being alone, being in a different place. I don't know, just dealing with loss. People that were there in your life and they're not there anymore. It's hard. Like, I had a dream about my nana the other day, and I don't want to say this to belittle other people's loss, because it's not really a loss in the grand scheme of things. She was 101 when she died. But because she was 101, like, I've known my nana all my life up to this point. And a lot of people would have lost their grandparents before they even turned 30, 35, right? And I've had my grandparents around all that time. And, it's Christmas. Every Christmas we would see them. And, I wouldn't just see my nana on Christmas, but you always make an effort around Christmas and to make it special for them. And I was very blessed that my nana was, she didn't get any dementia. Like, she was all with it the whole time. And she would remember things, and she would always make little jokes about me being single. Like, not jokes about me being single, but she would ask me about that, not in a horrible way, not like, you go to family events and, have you found anyone yet? Like, you feel bad that you're still single, that sort of thing. She was never like that. She was like, oh, I met this, she would tell me about these nurses that would come and help her, and she would put the photos of the grandkids. She had 20 to 22 different grandkids there. That was not even including the great-grandchildren by the end of it. She would put the photos there of all of them on her mantelpiece type of thing in her nursing home. And different nurses would come in and help her. And she would put my photo, which was an old photo of me when I was probably 22, right up at the front of the photos sometimes. And she would shuffle them around in different orders depending on, I don't know, who she was thinking about at the time or who was in the good books or whatever. And she would point it out to me and say, oh, I showed him your photo, and he's a lovely man. And, so she was kind of looking out for me in that way. And I always felt, when she passed away, I thought, like, I always wanted her to come to my wedding, is what I was thinking. I was thinking, you'll never come to my wedding. I don't have a wedding on it. I still don't have a wedding on or anything like that. But I don't know why I told you that story, but yeah, you think about this stuff. So anyway, I must have been thinking about it because a few nights ago I had a dream about Nana, and I was at Nana's house, and we were, just having the fun stuff that we would do, and it was just like that fun Christmas time and visiting her, but not as a little kid in the dream. It was like you were an adult in the dream, and there's still that sense of magic around that. So yeah, I get that it's hard for people. So hopefully music can help you make it through, and remember that, this season, this time will pass, and then a new thing will happen, something else. The life goes on. That's a one thing for sure. If that's not where you're at, go forward and enjoy life. Have a great Christmas day. Make it fun for other people. Make it special. But just be aware that there's people probably coming to your Christmas that lunch or wherever that, yeah, they might be having a tough time, and that you know, it's obviously going to be a tough time. So for some people, and if that's you and you're having the tough time, it's okay to just be getting through the day. It's okay to just be like, I just need to get through this, and try not to use too much alcohol or drugs to get through the day if you can, because that's not a great way to live, and it could cause you a lot more detriment than harm than good. So that was a long video, but someone needed to hear that, and I want to wish you a happy Christmas and a great new year. In 2024, I'm sure that there'll be new songs coming. I've got some really good songs that I've written. I can't wait for you to hear them. I can't wait for you to hear them, actually. Yeah, I'm really excited about them. And they're sounding good, and they're getting worked on now, getting mixed, and made even better, and yeah. So hopefully you're going to have a great Christmas and New Year, and yeah, thank you for your support. Happy Christmas. All right, we'll start it again. God rest ye merry gentlemen, let nothing you dismay. For Jesus Christ. Okay, that didn't sound good. That was. Is that my doorbell? It wasn't the doorbell. This is the comedy version of this song.